Hey loves, I want to encourage you to practice saying no because your health and safety is so important and your number one priority. So you can all practice with me now and say out loud, no one else is around you, or put in the comments if you don't want to all of a sudden seem weird for saying no out loud. Saying no, 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 no thank you, no, no, no. No is a complete and full sentence. You don't have to explain. You don't have to feel bad about the other person being rejected or creating their own stories or whatever. You get to say no 365, 24/7, because your health and safety is your number one responsibility and it has to be prioritized by you. And especially as women, we're not really told to prioritize that, or that it's a good girl thing to do to say no and put yourself first above everyone else's feelings. And I was feeling called to share this, and I was really, really called to share it because women have such deep programming and conditioning around putting other people first and making everyone else feel good and have them and their judgments and their feelings and their expectations as more important than theirs. And there was a post that I saw that was from Glennon Doyle Melton that was about women who, when they're choking, they tend to go to the bathroom and then they'll die from choking in the bathroom because they're not asking for help and taking up space and being loud that I'm choking and in danger here and I need help right now. So I was oh my gosh, it's literally it causes death to women when we're not feeling comfortable and speaking up and disturbing other people to be safe. So I literally just went live in my free Soul Sisterhood community, Bliss, and I did a 30-minute healing slash sharing my story about an experience where I hadn't prepared in my mind how to say no and what my clear boundaries and standards are to be okay, I don't feel good here. There's red flags popping up or energy that doesn't feel good to me. So write in the comments below being I've had a bad date like that, or I've totally seen a friend or been myself the person who sees a red flag or has weird energy and doesn't just immediately say no and leave. I can definitely say that old versions of me have definitely had that over and over and over in especially dating situations and circumstances where it's yeah, I was putting the man more important than me and definitely released and let go of what was important and valuable to me and prioritize them and their wants and needs and their pleasure over myself and my body and my pain and all the things like that. So you're not alone, and if you want to put in the comments if you're brave enough to share with other soul sisters or be yeah, I've totally seen red flags being ignored. It's a problem that needs to be discussed, that when we see those things or when we're this energy doesn't feel good, we can say no. We can comfortably and safely feel you can say no, you've practiced saying no, that you won't be judged by other people. And if they're going to judge you for saying no and speaking your truth and putting your priorities as your health and safety being number one for you, then they're probably a really not healthy person to have in your tribe, in your circle, or to be dating. So just be very aware that when people don't respect your no's, that's a beautiful gift that they're giving you, to be they don't value your safety and opinions more than their own. So that'd be a good person to release and let go of lovingly out of your life. So I felt really called to doing some downloads because I did downloads in the other I guess video that I just did in Bliss. So I wanted to share some of them here. So I love doing theta healing. It's a very easy and gentle healing practice, and you can muscle test to see if you have these subconscious limiting beliefs in your system or not. So you can put your thumb and finger together and just muscle test your name. So my name is Laura, and then if I pull, so I'm using my fingers as pliers, so you guys can find your strong yes. So say your name is, and then pull, so my name is Laura, and then I pull and it stays strong. And it works because our muscles know when we're saying a true statement to ourselves and it stays strong, and when we're lying to ourselves it breaks. So if I say my name is Jack, it breaks. So I want you guys to get your strong yes and your strong no, and then we can muscle test. I can say no. So that's strong yes for me, which is good, but if yours broke, then that's fine. We're about to do some healing so that you can get your strong yes for that. And we never judge what's in our subconscious. That's just accumulated from past lives or early in our childhood, where we have seen our friends and family and collective, the world, have certain limiting belief systems, and our subconscious is beautiful because right now we're speaking our mother tongue because we learned that from osmosis, and our heart's beating because our subconscious is doing that. But there's some unhealthy things where we're like, okay, yeah, I don't want to have like scarce belief systems. I don't want to feel like I can't say no and like that I put other people ahead of my own safety. Like, there's crazy stats even on women who feel like a bad presence coming towards them and they don't want to like cross the street because it might make them feel weird, and they don't want this random stranger who has bad energy coming towards them to feel bad. So there's like actual reports that police take afterwards where women have been attacked or raped or abused or whatever, and they're like, oh my god, like I had that feeling that I should have trusted my instincts and moved, but I didn't want to make that other person feel uncomfortable, or I didn't want to like disturb them or be awkward. And it's like, we as a collective society need to be like, no, like your personal safety and well-being is the number one important thing, and trust that always and connect to your intuition so that you can do that. So I just like went on a big thing in Bliss. And hi Jody and hi Laura. I'm definitely going to put in the comments the connection to my Facebook community Bliss, because that's for like soul sisters who want to talk about all things self-love and self-care and sexual empowerment without men seeing. So it's a beautiful safe space container for free. So let's do some theta healing downloads. So you can also muscle test I communicate, or which one would be best? I can communicate my boundaries. So I can communicate my boundaries and I can say no. So we'll do those two belief systems. So you can be aware of that now, not judging it, and being like, okay, cool, we're going to do those clearings. And all you have to do is say yes. So you can put yes in the comments below to receive these beautiful healing downloads. So do you want to clear, release, and let go of old emotional trauma, cell trauma, frozen energy, and baggage around seeing red flags or feeling a no and avoiding it or like pushing it down and ignoring those signs in the past, so you can release and let go of any and all judgments and resentment and negative self-talk that you've had around not being able to communicate that no, and for blaming yourself for any situations or circumstances where ignoring that caused any kind of heartache, pain, or suffering. And if you would like to clear and release those completely on all levels now, you can say yes. Do you want to cut the cords, contracts, vows, and commitments and obligations to any and all past trauma, suffering, heartache, or abuse in your life, and to the people who caused it, that you can forgive them completely in all levels and let go of the resentment and grudges from that, so that you can also forgive and release that energy within yourself, so that you can feel free to move forward to your present moment, so that you can live without that energy in your body holding you back any longer, that you can clear this for yourself so that you can be free. And if you would like that, you can say yes. And do you want to know who you are and what your life looks like? Feeling confident and comfortable and assertively saying no and speaking your truth and establishing and communicating your new standards and boundaries in your life, and that you can feel confident and comfortable in communicating your boundaries to others, and that you know what it looks like and feels like to move in inspired action to communicate to those who need it in your life, and so that you can even more deeply connect with your higher self, to stand in your truth and speak your truth and clear and release any and all throat chakra blocks that had prevented you from speaking your truth in the past, so you can move forward on your journey safely and prioritizing your health and well-being. And if you would like that, you can say yes. Then we can integrate those changes. I can also offer you general healing for any other area that's ready to be healed in your body right now, and fill you up with your higher powers, unconditional love, compassion, joy, and happiness. And if you'd like that, you can say yes in the comments. And then you can take a couple deep cleansing breaths. You can open your eyes, take a drink of water. It's super important to be hydrated when we're doing any kind of energy healing. And let me know how that feels in your body now. That was definitely a lot of like hot energy being released. My hands are like sweating, and my hands are usually like ice cold. And hi Bonnie, thanks for joining us live. Hi Sue, hi Laura, hi Katrina. I hope you guys are all having an awesome night. So yeah, even if you're on the replay, let me know how that felt in your body, and I definitely encourage you guys to tag any friends below who need this healing, or feel free to share it to your tribes, to the people that you love in your life who can benefit from this, because especially as women, we need to feel safe in saying no and being encouraged to say no, and to know that it's safe to do that and to speak our truth and to stand in our authentic selves and still be accepted and loved by everyone, because the more we can do that as a collective, the more it'll be safe for other people to feel like they can comfortably and confidently communicate their wants and needs and desires to everyone else. And that's like a huge win-win situation when everyone can be authentic and loving and honest with one another. And Laura says, that was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I send you guys so much love. And for those of you who like want to go deeper, I'm definitely going to put the Soul Sister community, because I did like, I think a 30-minute video in there. And that's a free community that can support you. I'm also doing heart and soul sexual healing this Saturday in Fredericton. It's going to be an in-person experience, and I'm also going to be doing an online experience for all my online loves, so that you guys can have that like baby step experience. That'll be 2 hours, so you can clear and release and let go of baggage or junk or shields or walls or protections or grief or hardship or suffering or any gross energy or past experiences where you were violated or harassed or felt unsafe or raped or abused in any way, that you can clear all of that energy from you, because it doesn't serve you. And especially with this eclipse season, that's encouraging us to release and let go of things that don't serve us. I highly encourage you guys to do anything and everything that will support you in moving forward on your journey, so that this isn't what's holding you back, so that you can move forward and have more joy and bliss and love and awesome relationships in your life and incredible connections with your soul king or your intimate partner, that you can just feel free and releasing and letting go of everything that's not serving you, so you can receive more of that love and pleasure and bliss into your life. So this is like a 2-hour experience to get your feet wet, because there was a lot of people who were interested in From Broken to Blissful but weren't quite ready yet on their journey to do like a deep dive 3-month experience with it. So this is like your 2-hour, get your feet wet, start to clear off the first layer and feel safe and moving forward. So I'm going to put the links to those events in the comments below too, and invite you to check those out if it's resonating. And I'm also like super excited about all the other things that I have planned. I'm in the process of getting ready to launch a 6-week healing and pleasure course for women that will support them in increasing their pleasure and releasing that old trauma at a deeper level, so that it will be in a private soul sisterhood setting again. So I'm excited for that. And I also have one-on-one spots available. So those have been being taken up for summer, but I do have some left. So if you guys are wanting to have private one-on-one coaching and healing support with me, definitely let me know. You can send me a private message or comment below, whatever you're more comfortable with, and we can chat about where you're at on your journey and how we can best move you forward. And I have so many different ways that I can support you in that, and so many other like freebies and referrals and recommendations and awesome things. So I want you to move forward so that you can like have the most amount of bliss this summer and throughout the rest of your life. So I'm sending you guys all so much love, and I hope that you have a wonderful night. Bye.